Give me a signal.
Five, four, three, two, one.
What's going on, guys? It's Tuesday. Yes, it is. Not Monday. We usually do it on Mondays, but not this week. More on that later. I'm your co-host Aristotle, joined by my two friends, the man in the black wetsuit, apparently, Uncle Shazam, and the other man who is very sick and very sick Nick. Take it away.
Alright, welcome everyone. This is the Panoramic Podcast live here on Panoramic Gaming. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and let's go ahead and get the show started right away. Again, yes, we do apologize that we could not air yesterday. Unfortunately, one member did last minute stuff, but I'll let that member explain himself. Nick?
Let's just say I was actually asked to come in like ahead of time. Like, basically I didn't expect to be working on a Monday, but on a Sunday evening I was asked, "Hey Nick, could you work tomorrow?" I was like, "What time?" Closing. I guess. I mean, I could use the hours. There is stuff that I gotta pay, so whatever. Like I said, I didn't ask for the shift. I just took it as I saw it.
I can understand that. Everyone's gotta make their money. So.
Can I ask, have you got a raise yet?
Actually, technically I did, but it's not a huge raise per se. I'm now standing at 12 flat an hour.
Oh, what did you start at?
11.
I say that's a raise. Not bad.
Yeah, but normally whenever someone said, "Oh, you got a raise? What are you now? Department supervisor?" I'm like, hell no.
Oh,
I would never take that position. No way.
Yeah, that might be a while for you because you're part-time.
Well, that and they're gonna expect a lot more from you, especially for a man with hobbies like myself. I'd turn it down because that's when they're. What's that?
You lead a double life. Is that what you mean?
Well, I already am leading a double life, but what I mean is, like, if I do become department supervisor, basically that's like stretching my abilities too thin. Like, you know how, like, let's say the United States military, let's say they gotta cover like this huge amount of area. And they do, but at a cost of like maybe several hundred men short, and they're like struggling to fill in, to reinforce whatever they're defending. It's kind of the same idea for me. Like, if I take this huge responsibility, and even though the money sounds good, that ultimately means, okay, I gotta do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, all in like a very short time span, which I don't think I'll be able to meet the expectations with.
Well, as with life, there's always compromises, and I guess in this case, it's your outings, your social life.
Yeah, that, but also taking into account, an aspiring music career that I wanna, launch forward.
Which by social outing I kind of meant by, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, nah, dude, I get it, man. You gotta make the hours. You gotta make the pay. So I get it. So I can't argue. I would have, if I was in your shoes, I would have actually done the same thing. So
okay.
Yeah. So It's all good. At least all three of us are here now, so let's go ahead and get this show started. Obviously, I don't have any questions right now, so but if you guys do have questions on the fly, please do so. So, anyways, so let's go ahead get right into video games and streaming. So, let's take it away with Nick.
Wait, what?
Oh, your build. Sorry, I was gonna segue into your.
Is she still working on that?
Oh, well, I actually... Okay, if we're gonna go straight to video games and streaming because none of us have a curious question, that's totally fine. At least this will speed things up along the way.
No question? Wow.
No.
Yeah, I know, it's strange.
Anyway, so you probably don't know this, but every now and then I do actually find an interest to create a Fallout character, which I try to do some trials and fail and say, maybe this will be fun, maybe not. If it's not, then, you know, just throw it in the trash. Which, as I've said right here, after so many builds, I've tried and fried as in, like, you know, toss it in the trash, pretty much.
Back to the blue, yeah. Back to the
Yeah.
blue.
I've found a villainous build that I thought actually, you know, works pretty well. So I found that I don't have a whole lot of, you know, villainous builds, so to speak. And the reason why is because when it comes to creating a character, both in fiction and in a video game, I like to make them as unique as possible instead of the generic sniper. What else? Serial killer. Well, serial killer can be kind of unique, but anyway, this is a small part of that. After looking into, like, you know, into like the Skyrim games where there's this faction called the Dark Brotherhood, which I thought is really interesting, I decided I could probably try doing a Fallout version of that in a way where this in this case is like a serial killer / assassin. Basically, how many fictional characters have you seen where you know, this female character is wearing a hood, wears a mask that covers everything except for her mouth, like, you know, her mouth and her red lips is the only thing that's showing, and she's carrying like a knife as a primary weapon of choice. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen that somewhere, but yeah, this is what the build is like. And I know I sound really awkward right now just talking about it.
No.
Wait, where's the build?
Oh, right. Fuck. Hold on. Let me
share it on the
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay. Let's see here. But yeah, go ahead and wait, how do I... Okay, here we go. And image from photos. Come on, there you are. And it should be showing now. Where the hell is the picture? No, it's supposed to be... Oh, there it is. It's just really late. Yeah, so that's... Yeah, I know. So that's what she looks like.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, she does give that very uneasy, you know, emotionless kind of vibe. But at the same time, I do want to make her look like she's, you know, attractive, while also you can't see her face. I don't really know where I got the idea, honestly, or I honestly can't remember, but she's supposed to be this,
like a femme fatale kind of thing?
Femme fatale kind of character, but she's also secretly, bloodthirsty in a way. Remember my very first bad guy character where he's actually a mob boss, even though he's actually very young.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so if you take into the Nuka World DLC into account, there are three raider factions that you can align yourself with. The mob boss mostly pretty much aligned himself with the operators because it fits well into his, get money by all means possible personality. And he pretty much, so there's only one gang that wants to overthrow you by the end. Spoiler alert here. And in this case, he with the operators and the pack took down the disciples because, to him they're just this, bloodthirsty, sadistic group that he wants absolutely nothing to do with. Right. Which is kind of hypocritical coming from him, considering, for a mob boss, you gotta step on somebody if you really want to get something from them, But anyway, this one is kind of the opposite of that. But she pretty much sees herself as another enemy of the Road Ranger, aka post-apocalyptic Punisher. And in this opposite scenario, in the Nuka World DLC, she's going to side herself with the disciples because she has a very bloodthirsty nature that she keeps under the covers very well. And she's going to, keep the pack as her, guys on the side, or, friends and stuff, but mostly it's the disciples for her. And she's going to overthrow the, operators because she just sees them as spoiled little brats, so to speak.
Interesting.
But yeah, basically,
or anything like that, identity.
I like to keep her mostly mysterious. Yeah, shrouded in mystery. But all there is to know about her is, she's bloodthirsty and she excels in attacking from the shadows. Like whenever she goes traveling, she prefers to do it alone. And she likes to do it at night. So she's a night owl, especially like in the darkness of night where it's a lot harder for enemies to detect you. In fact, if you guys ever played the game, if you try combining the perk Rooted with Blitz and with the melee stealth perks like Mr. Sandman and Ninja, combine all of that, you're not gonna believe how overpowered this bitch actually is when it comes to stealthy stab. Yeah.
So you pretty much loaded this character with a lot of abilities.
Not really. She mostly specializes in stealth and melee. In fact, this is actually my very first melee-oriented build, whereas the other builds that I have are mostly, run and gun or, sniping from far away, that kind of thing. But this one, she focuses... Yeah, she primarily focuses on, stabbing people instead of just shooting them.
Using the fear factor.
Yeah, which I actually find a lot of fun to do. Like stabbing people from from point A to point B using Blitz. Oh my god, this is ridiculous, but I love it.
Fun, but it does get boring. So
yeah, exactly. That's why I took this to a new direction, and I tried, different, builds to appease my taste, so to speak. But I actually find stealth and stabbing to be really fun in Fallout.
No taken. You should really stream it, dude. I want to see this in action.
Sure. Okay.
Pretty dope.
Alright then.
But yeah, I'm sure she has like a reputation for like Jack the Ripper kind of.
Yeah, in fact, since you just said that, you pretty much summed it up perfectly. Yeah. She never in fact, if you know the Disciples gang, their one rule is don't ever get caught. She is extremely good at that. In fact, whenever I go into Diamond City, just as part of the role playing perspective for this character, right before I head into Diamond City, I always put up a different attire of clothing. Yeah,
like
that way no one will know who she is.
Interesting. It reminds me of a movie that just came out recently, I think.
Who knows? I'll probably give it a watch if you tell me what the name is.
Shit. I think it's Jennifer Lawrence or some other.
Wait, you said Jennifer Lawrence, right? Is it called Sparrow?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, yeah, I know what movie you're talking about then.
But I think it's another one where it what's her name? Oh, it's Charlize Theron.
Atomic Blonde?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Cause every time she kills like a whole bunch of people, she changes her identity.
Yeah, I could see that, but that's more like of a spy kind of thriller. This one, she's not a spy at all. She's like a straight up, shadowy serial killer. That kind of vibe. In fact, just look at her. She embodies that very well.
Yeah, I like the name too. Very original.
The
just came up with that, or?
Yeah, the Pale Priestess.
Or Princess, I don't know, either one.
I actually prefer Priestess because she actually has no romantic involvement with anybody.
I see.
Is that like her number one cardinal rule?
Pretty much. Her number one cardinal rule. Not well. Now that you said that, I am thinking about like giving her some sort of religious background, which I kind of thought about the idea of like putting some Aztec inspired into her religious background. In fact, that's kind of where I got the idea from.
Dude, you should write a short story on her, and I would read it. Definitely.
Sure. In fact,
a couple pages long.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
defining her origin story.
Yeah, I could definitely think of something.
It'll be funny. You end up when you create this so-called religious order, the Order of Saint Dumas or something. I don't know. I don't know. Making something. I don't know. I think I heard that somewhere before. But,
honestly, when you said Saint Dumont, I'm like, you do realize that Punisher character is not a saint at all, right?
No, but based on that,
it's a cover-up.
Yeah, sure, so, definitely.
It's like a cover-up organization.
Yeah, in fact, it's very like these. She's one of the two biggest enemies of Matt Santos, the Road Ranger. One of them, obviously, being Diablo Daga, who is
MCU? The Nick Calton universe? No.
Anyway, she's supposed to have like an uneasy alliance with the Los Conquistadors, because if there's one enemy, because even though her secret sect of assassins and the Los Conquistadors, like the Los Conquistadors, they're very used to like, pretty much like go in there guns blazing, but these guys, they'll hide in the shadows and, you will almost never see them coming. Even though they don't like each other, there is one man that they both hate, and that is the Road Ranger. And that's the point I'm trying to connect with her and all the other characters I've created thus far in my Fallout game.
I like it. Really like it.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks for sharing, Nick. That was very awesome, insightful, and can't wait to see some more content.
Sure.
But anyway, before we get into more video game gaming, I actually had a small, not really a question, but like a suggestion kind of thing.
Sure.
Okay.
So, Phil, you know how you told me that Jordan Peele is recreating the Twilight Zone in his own kind of style? Well, what if we were to do something like that?
Sounds interesting.
What are you trying to say here?
I guess it's more of like what we're already doing now with Panoramic TV, but more of a Twilight Zone vibe to it. like short skits. But you guys watch SHAZAM, right?
Yeah, I watched.
Some.
watched 1 or 2 episodes here.
What are some of your favorite episodes?
Oh.
Oh man, I can't remember.
Or at least like describe how it went, because they're all creepy in their own way.
There is one episode I vaguely remember where this man is taken into a metaphorical kind of hell for him. Like he's in this room with with smoke all over the floor, and there's like people that eventually gang up on him while monotonously moaning his name or something like that. And yeah, it actually gets really creepy after that. I'm like, what the fuck? No one would do that normally. No one.
Have you guys watched SHAZAM on TV or?
That one time it was on TV.
I watched it when you had to like catch it like on like really late night, like.
Yeah, that's exactly how I got that one episode. In fact, that's the only Twilight Zone episode I remember seeing.
Like for those who live in Hawaii, like if you were to watch it like on like KGM or CBS, KGMB or K5, like super late, like around I would say like around like maybe like around between 11 and 1. Like that's when they'll randomly play an episode.
It's literally the time of the Twilight Zone.
So, and then there's this episode. I'm gonna get it wrong, but I
no, go ahead. I've watched a lot of them, so I'll try to correct you. Do your best.
So if I remember, I think I remember seeing this as a kid. So it was pretty much like a kind of like an afterlife episode. Like, okay, so put it this way: the person's already like dead and stuff, but it was just pretty much what happens in the afterlife. Like, like it was like pretty. It was like when you see someone or when you see like a body go through a cremation kind of thing.
Right.
I don't. So basically, it was just like kind of like telling this person's like his life story, like before like they send his body to that big baking oven where they cremate you and turn you to ash and shit.
I don't. Sounds familiar.
It was I honestly got.
So it's like going through a tunnel kind of thing, telling his life story while on his way to the cremating.
Yeah. And he's like living like all like his like agony and pain and. God, This is good.
I feel like I've seen this.
This is gonna hit keep haunting me. Like I remember seeing it. I was like, it's just not rolling. It's not rolling through the archives in my head right now. But yeah, no. But going back on the idea of doing like
style,
like a Twilight Zone style kind of thing.
And we can do like a seasons kind of thing too, format.
So we would have to like burn up some creative juices. We would have to like.
Oh yeah.
We would have to like go.
I mean, we do have a couple in the back burner, like you had last year.
Oh yeah.
We could just use some of that. I like shit, I forgot the one you were gonna post. Hangman and the DM part.
Yeah. Well, no, the Hangman idea was basically a much more creepier tone version of like the original kid game Hangman where you gotta guess the letter, and then if you get it wrong, you end up end up drawing the stick figure and
limb.
Yeah, but if you're to twist it, no pun intended.
Nice.
If you're to twist it in a way where it's like every time the person gets a wrong letter, the noose around the person's neck gets tighter, and then it starts stringing up, and then you end up becoming the hang. I know, it sounds like a completely ambitious idea, but
I like it.
So
pretty much the whole premise of Twilight Zone episodes is it's very thought invoking, you know, and immerses you, and somehow relates to your life in a way.
You know what this talk of Twilight Zone is actually reminding me of?
What is that?
So the movie that's about to come out that is actually bringing all of our childhood nightmares to life, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, is becoming a movie. I'm like, wait a minute, this is really...
Kind stories all started from the Twilight Zone, or all influenced from that.
Right, I could definitely see that. In fact, every like, just even though I don't look like I'm listening to you guys, I actually kind of am, and I'm thinking, shit, this is actually reminding me about, you know, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which you probably would never hear me say this, but I really want to see how this movie turns out, personally.
Who's directing it, or when it's coming out?
No idea. In fact, I don't know when it's coming out, but seeing the trailers, bits and pieces here and there, I'm like, holy crap. My worst nightmares in a book is coming to the big screen. And what surprises me to this day is from all the...
Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, yeah. Right, the guy who did Pan's Labyrinth. But anyway, for someone that... Or for a book that has these very morbid, thought-provoking, scary images, I can't believe that would actually be considered a chill... Hold on, let me look for a picture here. So, and I'm thinking, you're telling pictures like The Pale Woman, The Big Toe, and Stefan Gamel in, I forgot what story that is, but it's this image right here.
I remember
you're
that.
telling, and I'm thinking to myself, you're telling me this image is in a children's book? Do you have any idea how much sleep they're gonna lose just by looking at this? In fact, this is probably the very first reading the book. Like, I was just like this. I was, and some of the, but then when I got to that one story where it actually has her on the second page, when I turned the second page, I was like, oh, I dropped the book right on the table. I did not see that face coming. What the hell is this?
I almost cover that part of the page when I'm looking.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Shit, man. I mean, these words are a dark image in my head. You don't need to pop it up, scare on us.
Yeah. Must have been banging. You know, kids like us back in the day would always be buying them. Yeah.
And then
buying or borrowing them. Yep. When Goosebumps came, that's when you know, things started to turn, so to speak.
Holy shit! Okay, did you guys watch the trailer yet?
I actually have. I don't remember everything from it, but
are we doing a react?
We can.
Sure. Which one? Twilight Zone, Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone, or Scary Stories?
Scary Stories.
Okay, I'll share it.
Okay.
Alright. Some creepy shit here. Okay, can you guys can see it, right? Can you guys hear it?
Somehow I can.
This summer,
yep.
From Guillermo del Toro. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. This film is not yet rated. This summer, from Guillermo del Toro.
We're next. We're next.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. This film is not yet rated.
Oh, it's like mini
Based on the
cuts.
iconic book series.
Oh, this is weird.
Oh my god, I hate this one. No, not her.
Wait, which story was that from?
That was the pale woman.
Oh, but why is she so like grotesque and fat?
Well,
Yeah.
that I'm not sure why, but all I remember is based on the story is she's actually supposed to warn the protagonist that something bad is going to happen to him, but in a very ironic twist of fate, she is actually the one who's causing that misfortune to the protagonist, and let's just say it doesn't end well.
Interesting. But yeah, I guess the point of Twilight Zone and the mini series that I want to do is pretty much keep people up at night. As
Mm.
dicks as that sounds, but you know that's the point of horror and storytelling, right?
Yep, exactly. In fact, if you can keep
I have a
if
curious
you can
question
keep
for you
someone
guys.
up at night, okay.
How come some horror movies don't make it to, or actually, how come horror movies at all barely graze at awards? Do you guys ever wonder that?
I mean, Jordan Peele won a best screenwriting last year with but yeah, I guess in general sense of things, yeah, horror movies don't get appraisal that much, as much as they should.
I mean, not to. I mean, let's be honest. We already know that like the Oscars or any award show would barely let alone recognize you recognize some of the good scary movies that happened last year, i.e. Hereditary.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
That was a masterpiece.
I thought that was
for
really
horror.
good.
Another unique horror movie that I thought was really good was The Witch. Like instead of
actually.
Yeah, instead of the cheap jump scares that we're kind of used to, The Witch actually doesn't do any jump scares.
Nope.
But the horror is actually, although subtly, right in our faces.
Have you watched Hereditary, Nick?
No, I haven't, but I did hear a lot of good things about that movie.
If you love The Witch, you should watch Hereditary. It's more of that, the same.
Okay.
In a modern setting, I guess.
Okay.
Because you know how The Witch is from the 1500s or whatever.
Yeah,
so,
like 60 years before the Salem witch trial. Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's no jump scares, no typical horror shit, movie shit. It's just very dark and very heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It leans on you and makes you think after the movie too.
Right.
It stays with you.
But the twist at the end is like pretty amazing.
It's a little weird, but yeah, it was amazing.
So that's just my take. That's just if you want my personal take on that movie. I thought that the twist at the end was pretty damn good.
Mm.
So.
But it is on DVD now or Blu-ray, so give it a shot.
So.
Or torrent.
But yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk more on that in the coming weeks. But let's finish video game streaming.
Yeah. Anyway.
I guess I'll finish mine.
Right,
so we did House of Smash again, won again. No big deal. Another day at the office. But Dio was at the last couple sets that we did. Apparently, my Donkey Kong is a little too powerful, and the whole time he was just, dude, someone banned this fucking Donkey Kong. What do you keep using this damn monkey?
It's those freaking back airs that you just keep
back airs and the punches.
Your fucking back airs and landing, dude. It's
fucking
so...
talk about salty.
I mean, I can't blame him. He did beat me in winners finals because I didn't use Donkey Kong. But once we met in grand finals again, I changed it up a little bit. Let's just say.
Wait, so I actually got a question of this new format of Smash because I am kind of curious. Who's actually, or how many participants are actually, in?
The tournament or the game?
Like the game wise?
Both, I guess.
The tournaments we do, we just have 8 players pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The tournament, all that tournament stuff, it remains the same. However, the in-game tournament is a little bit different, but true players, we know how the tournament scene works.
Okay.
It's pretty much the same format.
Yeah.
All right.
So, and congrats, Phil, for getting fifth.
I know. It's a not a big improvement,
What'd
but
you get last time?
dude, you remember all those times where I always got eliminated like first round and losers?
Oh yeah, you never really made it far. But now,
Like I always
stepping it up.
I always get dunked in losers.
Hmm.
right in the
And you
right
and
in-
you didn't mind either, but because you're just there for the fun, right?
yeah.
But now you're improving, man.
So
Slowly but
that's
surely.
so yeah. Segue to my one. Yeah, that's a bit of a slight improvement.
So, but yeah, Nick, if if you're free one of these weekends, let us know. We could, the more the merrier.
Okay.
And I know your Kirby is pretty badass, so I can't wait to see that.
Okay.
I mean, dude, you haven't played for 5 years, and for some reason you beat us in that one game.
Call it luck, I guess, because I never expected to win.
Or just natural skills. I don't know.
Who knows?
Both.
So
The world may never know. No. Well,
you never know. Indeed.
but speaking of that, Nick, I actually spoke to Ronan a couple of times off
Oh, okay.
chat, and he's he's shown interest in joining tournaments, but he's just really busy, with his new job. So,
Yeah. Well, about that, he from what he last time I talked with him, he said that it's supposed to be it was supposed to be his last week working in where he currently is. Let me see. So Sunday last week at work at my job plus 2 interviews. So yeah, so from what it looks like, if I'm interpreting his situation correctly, I think it was either last week or this week is gonna be his final week at working wherever he is right now before they close down, and he has 2 interviews, which potentially could mean he might land in 2 jobs at the same time, which could also potentially, screw up his, time and space to, jam with us, practice with us as a band, which I hope it doesn't happen. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand that Hawaii is a hard place to live in nowadays. Rent is ridiculous, too damn high, in those wise words. And sometimes getting 2 jobs is the only way to survive on the rent alone. So which even if that happens, I just hope he could at least save a day for us to meet once a week, in which if he when he does, if or when he is free on Friday, I was thinking we should discuss on what consistent day that we can meet together. That way we don't, that way we could lessen the possibility of like, this came up, we can't meet up on this day. Can we do another day?
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay, I guess my question now is like, so have you guys been practicing like as your weekly routine as usual, or has it just like been?
Not as much.
The reason why it hasn't been as much was it all started with Meg being sick, which hasn't been explained how she got sick. But then it also came to a point which this was also unexpected. Ronan's job dilemma, which I thought, hey, if he can't make it this week, then we should probably give ourselves another week off. But then on top of that, there was also Carol's school dilemma, which she just so happens to be failing in one class that she needs to graduate with. So I thought, okay, this gives us all the more reason to, give ourselves some time off of music for a little bit. And hopefully this week we can meet again and get the sparks flying, once more. And then eventually, hopefully, we can find a show for ourselves. But before all of that, my main concern is we should probably figure out amongst all ourselves, the four of us, what day should we pick to meet up and stick to that day. That way, work is less likely to interfere with that particular day. Because all I'm asking for is once a week, and I'm more than certain anybody could meet that if they so choose to.
Right. I mean, the day that, from looking at the chat, the day that gets brought up the most is Thursday.
True, but then again,
didn't change all that, right?
Well, I don't want to say yes because I can't really say for certain. But until we can finally understand what his schedule is looking now with his new job, or possibly 2 new jobs, we have to work something out if we're to, actually go somewhere as a group, as a musical group.
Right. Well, since we got free time, how about that Trial Zone skit?
Sure.
I don't know. Meg shows interest, right, in acting.
Yeah, she could act.
Yeah, and Carolyn maybe.
Probably, yeah.
Do something with that.
In fact, I thought, what if we do a skit with just the 2 of them as the main characters, and maybe possibly either me or Phil could be like one of the, stalkers, I guess.
Interesting.
I don't know how that would go, but let's just say I somehow developed a professional and unofficial professional career in stalking.
Jeez. Sure.
Like,
I mean,
I actually know how to do it without even trying.
You can have that spot. I'm not a good.
I mean, Nick, you've already been immortalized in the Punisher skits, so
I guess if you say
reputation.
if you put it that way, I won't argue.
And Phil has a reputation of being the damsel in distress.
Yeah.
What?
I don't
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
Sorry, for lack of a better term.
No, I
don't know the brother in distress. I don't know how you want to.
I just mean the bitch in distress.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Okay.
That came from you, so.
I'm not gonna argue if you put it that way. It's not my place to judge.
No,
Right, we'll work on that title.
Bro, I said it myself. So.
Kudos to you.
Okay.
So.
But yeah, I mean, I've been looking, since we have all of our skits pretty much center around like a male protagonist. It's nice to change it up sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And be very PC.
No, I'm not gonna put it like that. I refuse to, put that as a reason why we like to change things up a notch every now and then.
That's
fair enough.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, speaking of Phil, did you already say your part for the video games and streaming?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It segued. Eric kind of gave me the segue, so it was perfect.
Okay, cool. So I don't know if you know about this, but did you guys know that PUBG Mobile actually has a zombie event going on?
Shit.
You guys didn't know about this? This has been going on for like a week now.
Well,
I haven't touched the game in years.
Yeah.
No, PUBG Mobile, not PUBG.
Oh, the mobile.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't know. I don't know about the PC PUBG, but PUBG Mobile has an event going on, in honor of Resident Evil 2's release, and I thought, holy crap, I get to kill zombies. Let's do this.
So how do you win? How many zombies are there?
Well, let's just say the rules are pretty much the same, except the zombies are to spice the game up a little bit. Like, you still have to kill enemy players, except from what I observed, it's actually a lot more difficult. And it's not just because of the zombies, it's also because all the players that you kill are actually real players.
Shit.
Yeah. That's why most of the time I'm actually not winning as much as I'm used to. Mainly because on top of the real players that are playing, there's the zombies too. Especially when it's like nighttime. It gets pretty bad when it's nighttime.
Shit. Are there like hordes of zombies coming at you, or like individual?
Well, the more you kill, look at it this way: the more you kill, the larger the horde that comes to you. And there's different kinds of. There's like 4 kinds of infected that comes to you. There's there's the regular zombies. There's the spitters, the chubbies, basically the really fat zombies that uses a machete or meat cleaver or whatever. And then there's the crawlers, which are also which are known as the lickers in the Resident Evil franchise. And there's also the guys in shields, which I honestly mistook them for a tyrant.
Shit.
Yeah. So it gets pretty intense, I will say that much.
Can you run them over?
Yeah, you can.
And grenades, so everything works on them.
Everything works on them.
But you gotta shoot in the head.
Well, shooting them in the head would pretty much hasten their deaths. Yeah.
Wow, I gotta try this out.
Yeah, you should. In fact, you know how like whenever you see a plane coming and it's supposed to drop some really good guns?
Drops the zombies?
No, this one is actually worse. Like, don't expect a good weapon to come from this plane. You actually, if you're unfortunate enough to be within the plane's flight vicinity, it actually drops a tyrant.
Oh,
Yep.
Wait, what are those again? Like
that's the Mr. X in Resident Evil 2 Remake. It actually drops that, and I'm like, holy crap, this guy's gonna kill us.
Damn. Dude, that's trippy.
Yeah. But yeah, I highly recommend trying out this event. It's fun.
How long is this event lasting till?
No idea. But if we can, we should make the best of it.
Yeah, let's play later.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
In fact, I'll try to invite Carolyn. That way we can have like a 4-man team.
How big is the update?
Oh my god, I can't remember. But it shouldn't be that big. I know, that's what she said.
Damn. Yeah, speaking of zombies, I actually had a like premonition kind of thing of a game concept that I thought of a couple days ago. So what if there was a game? So it's a battle royale, right? So you're thrown into this random map, and the map is actually a prototype of Oahu.
Interesting.
And so there's like 200 players, whatever, but it's a zombie apocalypse. So when the plane, goes over Oahu, you can choose where to land and stuff. So you're like, cool, let's go to Walmart, guys. Let's in Kunia, or let's go to Don Quixote, or whatever the good weapons would be, right?
Yeah.
To be in a zombie apocalypse. I don't know. There's just a baby idea that I had, but what do you guys think?
As long as you get the city names right, then.
Well,
or we can make our own version.
There's that, and if we can, we should make the map geographically correct to the actual landscape.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's pretty much based on Oahu landscape.
Okay,
so our own names.
Right. Anyway, just a little update regarding our possible PUBG gameplay of the event. Carolyn is open to joining us.
Alright. I gotta update it though.
Yeah, I suggest doing that while we're on the podcast. That way you don't have to wait as long.
Let me damn, I haven't logged in a minute.
Alright, so I'm just gonna carry on here through personal achievements. So background behind the story, so the water pump on my own car broke. So
the water broke?
Yes, the water broke.
Damn.
Okay.
But anyway, no, the
is that a boy?
Right? No. So basically, I haven't been able to drive my own car to work lately. That's why I've been borrowing my brother's car. Kind of
save gas.
I mean, yeah, it's a hell of a gas saver, but so yeah, it's just one of those indications. Like it's already the indication. Like, get rid of the effing Sequoia. Like,
I told you to drop it off a cliff. I don't know, but
I was gonna ghost ride it. I was gonna put a rock on the on the gas pedal, and then just like
Damn.
ride the whip, and then find out, sir, is that your car? It's like, nope.
Jesus.
Nope. No, I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be on the news. Local
Right.
brother drops off
Right, drives off the cliff.
V8.
So
And the headline is saving gas.
right.
Life
because
hacks, guys.
because gas is too damn high.
There you go. The rent and the gas. And that's the thumbnail.
Right? Gas is too damn high.
Life hacks, guys. Just drop it off a cliff.
Right? Oh Jesus.
Save
But
gas.
yeah. So there's that, and so I waited today. Yeah. So I've been coming back to the gym for about now 3 weeks straight now. So when I was like when I was out of gym for like maybe 2-3 months, I did go back to like 250
There you go.
plus. So, but happy to announce that I'm back at 244. But still
Nice.
working on it. So, but yeah, that's it for me. But no personal achievements from you guys.
Not right now.
Well, the whole Twilight Zone, the remake, kind of is my own personal achievement
Right
for
on.
the channel.
Oh, there you go. Right on. Okay, smooth. All right, so I guess we'll just jump right through TV shows, movies, online videos, etc. Guess what? I actually, regardless of cancellation or not, I've actually got around to finishing Punisher season 2.
Nice. What'd you think?
It's good. We can talk about it. I finished it too.
Yeah, me too. In fact, I was the first one to finish it before you
finished
guys.
in 2 days, dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's how much I love the series.
We're obsessed with it. Anyway.
I really thought they were gonna keep the Jigsaw character alive.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of hoping they would have kept him alive, but it was But then knowing that it's Punisher, of course he's just gonna say
No, he won't. No way.
he's just not gonna wait for another season to kill you. So he's just like,
Mm-hmm.
just straight shoot him right,
So
shoot him right in the head, or just no, I'm not shooting right in the head, just like shoot, just like straight shots like all the way through. Like,
Yeah.
that's Frank Castle for you. And the Pilgrim twist.
Uh-huh.
I was actually that caught me off guard, and I'll tell you why. Because
Mm-hmm.
here I thought in the trailer or Trailer Park Brawl, like they were going like toe to toe, or they're going toe to toe each other, and they were going like all all hell break loose on each other, like chain punches, just beating the living shit out of each other. I'm like. And then when Frank was like on top and he was like ready to like claim that defeat over Pilgrim, like, and then Pilgrim, Pilgrim's his last thought, his memory was his own kids, because he already at this point lost his wife.
Yeah.
right.
So for Punisher to like kind of like to like spare Pilgrim or spare John, and to like for him to like like continue to like live instead of die.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn. Like I was really expecting Punisher to. I was really expecting Frank to just like murder this guy, like no remorse, like kill Pilgrim. But damn, they honestly the whoever was writing this season really put a lot of like thought into building Frank's character, and they really like they really gave him like a legit character, like he's not he wasn't like, he's not always like the bloodthirsty killing SOB slobber knocker son of a bitch, but as a character, as Frank Castle, he has a heart.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, and first, and then also Madani. I don't know about you, but I don't know. Madani kind of got annoying.
The whole series was annoying.
Wait, who was Donnie again?
No, Madani.
The girl.
Oh, Madani. Oh, yeah.
Agent Madani.
Yeah, I actually kind of question. I actually thought about this as you mentioned her. I'm like, okay, Madani is in Homeland. That's all fine and good, and she did some, some shady shit along the way, helping Frank Castle on the side and all that. And after all that's happened, she gets discovered helping Frank Castle, and she actually almost murders Dr. Dumont. After all of that, which could potentially get her thrown into prison. How, in the name of God's glorious earth, did she get in the CIA after all of the questionable things she's done? How?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Really? She lands into the CIA just because?
There's no backstory. It's just lazy writing.
I know. I'm like, I mean, I get that you want to wrap up the season.
Yeah.
That's all fine and good. But please explain to me how a woman with questionable morals ended up in the CIA.
Very, very questionable morals. Oh, and the other...
Billy should have killed her in the first season.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have... Honestly, I wouldn't have complained.
I don't hate... She freaking survived a bullet to the head. I don't know.
Right. I mean, I don't hate Madani, but I would not feel any regret if she was off from, the last season.
Yeah.
But again, like the thing with Madani, which kind of pissed me off is like her entire arc throughout season 2 was making sure that Billy did not escape the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And
she failed.
And yeah, and she
failed at everything pretty much. So she slowed the story down for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what is she doing here? Like, literally.
And then not
to be sexist.
I guess the general arc of Agent Madani's story is like she really wants more revenge than Frank does.
Mm-hmm.
But Frank's position, and thank God they gave him the kill rather than Madani, because if Madani actually
hell no,
Jigsaw did, I would have been done.
They deserve the cancellation.
Yeah, I'd be like,
final kill.
Really, bitch? You're not Frank Castle, and you just off Jigsaw.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I was
one more question. Do you guys think Karen Page made a too late of an appearance in the
I personally think so. Although, then again, if she was to make an earlier appearance, I couldn't think of a good place for her to show up.
Honestly, I feel like if the whole reason why she showed up at all, I think is to have a romantic relationship with Punisher, but we didn't see any of that.
Yeah, that wasn't hinted. Not like the last season anyway, where they actually have a heart-to-heart moment.
They actually hinted at the first season, but the second season they have no connection or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, but then again, most of the female focus was on that girl Rachel.
Yeah, and Rachel.
Yeah, and then so they never really gave a bookend to what happened to what's his name?
Curtis?
Not Curtis. Try to think season 1. My God.
Not Kingpin.
Sam Stein.
No, not Sam Stein. The guy who was behind the fuck. I can look this up now.
Bullseye.
No, the one who was doing all the hacking and shit in season.
Lieberman or Microchip.
Thank you.
That's what he would be called.
So I don't. I was confused. Like, was there some behind the scene bullshit that they couldn't tell us that Microchip or the actor could even come back for season 2, or they could even at least gave him a bookend or whatever happened to him. Like I was like I wondered where he went. Like did he like flew off to another country, or did he somehow get snapped into oblivion? I don't know. So
Yeah, I feel like season 2. I mean, I get it. It's called The Punisher and all, but they wasted so many episodes. A lot of the episodes were filler, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of talk. Like there was a moment, like 3 episodes in a row, where they're stuck in that damn trailer, just talking story. Like, what is going on? Like, when is the action gonna start or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Like, jeez.
by the way, my favorite, I think my favorite action scene other than the bar scene was the freaking gym scene at the Russian gym. That was probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
I thought the bar one was pretty gruesome, but when you did the Russian gym scene, I thought that was so badass. Like he just throw the barbell, or he was just throwing barbells like fucking Captain America, and when he has when he busted that one guy's face, like damn.
Oh yeah, there's some definitely good fight scenes here.
So
Not quite as good as Daredevil scenes, but it's up there. Or Polar scenes.
or force it. But yeah, I was like, no. But yeah, so if you want my kind of rating for Punisher season 2,
Your brutal rating, go ahead.
A brutal rating for me, I would give it a 7.5.
Fair enough. I give it
That's
7.
fair. I could probably give it like, an 8 flat. Like, some things here and there I probably like more than other people would, but I don't think it deserves a 9 or a 10. I would say an 8 at most.
And in this economy now, like I feel like your show needs to be a 9 or 10 to keep going,
Yeah.
Or else they're gonna cancel you. So.
Well, then again, considering the Punisher is a part of Marvel, which technically that means he falls under Disney. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised if the reason why they're going to axe the Punisher is, Disney's stupid streaming service, which honestly I would not want to watch.
Well, let me provide a little bit of background to that real quick. So now I'm kind of understanding the reason why they're doing this. Okay, so the reason why they're doing the Disney streaming service plus or Disney Plus, one, when Disney gives movies to Netflix, they actually lose money from Disney. Like Disney loses money when they give movies to Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
So what is Disney's answer for them to keep making even more money, even though they are like a printing money machine already? They decide, oh, you know what? Let's create our own streaming service, and then hence that's when they start working on this whole streaming service. Now that's why you're hearing all these cancellations and why people are getting like super upset about the streaming about Netflix can't. It's not really so much Netflix's fault. It's actually Disney's fault because they're actually trying to lay claim to their property.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, I don't really, fully blame Netflix, even though they are pretty much pulling the trigger. But if you want to know who's actually telling them to pull the trigger, it's Disney.
Yeah, fuck Disney.
So
I mean, I love Disney for what it is, but dude, just stick to kid stories and
Yeah, please. I mean,
why take over the MCU?
I don't believe Disney has any ability to work with these street level superhero characters that are potentially violent for little kids. Why would you handle that kind of stuff? That's totally out of character for Disney to do.
And you wonder why there's so many school shootings in America.
Yeah, because they're exposing this stuff to kids.
It's gonna be worse, yeah. So this is America,
dude. I don't know if you guys saw. I don't know if you guys saw it locally about certain kids wanting to shoot up a school.
Really?
There's been I I've been seeing this on IG from certain news sources about one in particular Pro City High School and intermediate.
Shit.
Someone wanting to shoot up schools now. Like please do not let our
Damn.
state turn into another. Please don't add our state to the list of casualties already piling up for number of victims being shot out or shit. So let's not add more chaos.
Right.
So, but yeah, no, but again, F Disney, but in a way, it is a very marketing move.
Yeah, it is technically their property, so we can't really do shit.
So,
That is true.
well, yeah. Anyways, so I guess with that being said, I'm actually one more thing before we move out of this one. So I've been getting a lot of recommendations from coworkers to watch
What?
Umbrella Academy.
I've
What
seen
is
the trailer
Hmm?
on Netflix. It's a new series on Netflix.
So
Oh.
Pretty much like X-Men,
yeah, there you go. So
but animals. There's a monkey.
yeah, so I've been getting a lot of recommendations to watch Umbrella Academy. So I was like, okay, you know what? I just might
Give it a shot.
I'll give it a shot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you get back to us on that because I've been thinking about it too, but I don't know. The trailer didn't really do it for me.
So because that's what it looked like from the trailers. Like it's pretty much like training at the X-Men Academy.
Mm.
Right.
Or what was that one movie we watched? I don't know if you can remember as like probably way back. Damn. Oh, dude, I can't. Was it that superhero academy movie? I can't. Fly. Oh my god.
My Hero Academia.
No. It was a Disney movie.
Shit.
Fly High, was it?
Sky High.
Sky High. Thank you. Sky High.
Damn.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Sky High. God. Oh wow. And it's been like almost 15 years. Holy shit. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much what I see in Umbrella Academy. But I think but they take it a much more darker tone, in a sense.
Mm.
So. But also I gotta watch me some new Doom Patrol.
Mm.
So, but yeah, I don't know. What else you guys are watching?
Watching was you. Have you guys heard of You?
No, I haven't.
It's pretty much a guy stalking a girl, and there's a plot twist going on. But it's okay. It's pretty good. Gretchen actually recommended it, so.
Okay.
Damn.
So if you know Chris, right, Phil?
yeah.
It's pretty much based on his story, on his life. So he stalks girls, and Nick could be based on your ways of stalking,
Mm-mm.
but not as professional, obviously. Since you said you're unofficially a good stalker.
Yeah. When I need to be,
Fair
which is rare.
Since you're married, why would you need to stalk someone?
There you go.
Well, if I need to, like, let's say, hey, Carolyn approaches me and says, hey, could you quote unquote look after a friend of mine? I feel like, she's telling me something, that I feel a little bit suspicious of. Okay, sure, I could do that.
That's more of a favor, though.
Let's just say, there are some friends that Carolyn does get with, and she finds out, there might be something that they could be doing behind her back.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you're the hitman.
Well, I don't do hits, but
Yeah.
I can keep a lookout, so to speak. and
Okay.
see what's going on. Like just tell me where to go, and show them to me what they look like. I can
Dress up as Punisher.
huh?
Do you dress up as Punisher?
No, of course not. Why the hell would I do that?
That'd be so obvious. Like, what are you doing?
Nick, BT
Yeah.
Dubs. Shit. I was actually thinking you actually. I think you're probably working all 3 days last weekend, but I actually thought you went to Amazing Comic-Con.
What?
I know because Eric mentioned you just missed point. I was like, shit. I was like, I wonder if Nick went to Comic-Con this past weekend.
No, I never.
Shit. Okay, never mind. That would actually been hilarious because
That'd be cool if you went on the what's that called, the podium or whatever? What's it called?
on the
media,
yeah, the meet and greet.
meet and greet, and then you're like, oh, you're there to announce the cancellation of season 2.
No, I would probably cry if I had to do that.
Thanks to Disney, guys.
Yeah, thanks to Disney, those butt fuckers.
So, yeah, no, I actually legit thought I was wondering. I wonder if Nick went to Comic-Con this past weekend because, yeah, there were some cool people at Comic-Con, some cool people.
What were some of the good guests that came?
So far the only one the one Jason David Frank, aka Tommy, aka the original Green Ranger, was there.
Oh wow! And the Pink Ranger, Kimberly.
And yeah, Amy Jo Johnson.
Shit.
The original Pink Ranger.
I'm sure there's a big line for that.
So
yeah,
I was like, damn.
I'm sure there's a lot of thirsty boys.
I was like, damn, like a legit Power Ranger lineup that happened this weekend. I was like, oh shit. I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, okay. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. All right. Anyways,
no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and end this night. So I'm gonna try something a little bit different. This is gonna be like a live version. I don't know if you guys ever seen some of the posts where it's like it has like a picture of something and it says complete this phrase or or comment wrong answers below.
Okay, so you're gonna show us a couple of pictures and then.
So well, actually, so the way
caption it.
The way I thought of it is like, yeah, I guess you can say caption it with your own, with or I guess complete that phrase, but with wrong answers only.
Okay.
So,
for example.
Okay. So, I'll do this one since this past Sunday was the Oscars. Okay. And the award
by the way,
for
congrats to Rami Malek.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, yeah, huge congrats to Rami Malek for lead actor. I was like, oh,
bringing Freddy to life.
I was like, nah.
No easy task, but he did it.
You know. I don't know why. I don't know
why he fell down.
I don't know why there's still a lot of media still bashing him. Like, why do you need to bash him?
Fuck the media.
Why do you need to bash him?
Talent is. You know it'd be really funny and very dumb if SJWs decide to verbally rip on him for winning what he rightfully deserved. I would laugh my ass off if they said, they whitewashed Freddie Mercury. I'm like, you dumbasses. He's fucking Parsi, and that's just how he looks. He was never white. He's actually Asian, if you think about it. Yeah.
That's the world we live in. But anyway.
So anyways,
Phil, take it away with the
So anyways, this idea I kind of just came up on the fly just now. So basically, in the spirit that the Oscars were this past Sunday, so all your comments have to be completely wrong answers. So the phrase you have to follow is, and the award for blank, and that's it. Just pretty much like, so just come up with the most ridiculous answer you could possibly think of. Like the award for best haircut, and then if you want to keep improving from there, then cool. So I'm gonna try put this together.
I need an example. I'm kind of having a hard time.
Yeah, me too. I'm having a little bit of a difficult time trying to understand how this game is supposed to go.
Okay, so kind of kind of how we do like would you rather questions, like we kind of just like go through
Right.
3 rounds. So
Yeah.
basically like that, and then you just improv the hell out of said phrase. But unless you guys want to play a different game than that, by all means, do say so.
Well, you did the first round, Phil, so we kind of get the gist of it.
Okay.
I still don't know what's going on.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay. Now this is just a test game, so of course there's always gonna be kinks. Okay. All right. So. All right. So all right, here we go. The award for so the award for best oh, see you now I'm having a hard time. God damn it, Phil.
Yeah.
God damn it.
You made this game.
Wow. Good job, Phil. Good job, Phil, on making a game that you couldn't even...
Your show got canceled. Sorry.
Yep.
Well, you made your bed and now you lay in it.
Hey, hey, can you
No
guys,
season 2 here. Sorry.
yeah, no season 2. Can you just like already just dig my hole 6 feet and just
Where do you want it?
oh yeah, just put it right next to all the
Peace
Netflix
House.
cancel shows. Yeah, no, just
Okay.
put it right there. Okay.
And the awards. Sorry.
Yeah, right. Gosh, man. Okay, sorry. Oh well, I tried. But
All right. I guess regular. We'll just do one quick game of Would you rather?
Yeah, we can end it with that.
Do a couple rounds of that.
All right.
I guess you need another week. You need to refine that
Yeah,
concept.
I'll probably refine that concept a bit.
Okay.
So,
Fair enough.
so
Anyway, start off with Would you rather?
okay. Would you?
Let's do
rather-
Oscars edition.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
So celebrities, I guess, from at the Oscars.
Okay. Would you rather have Bohemian Rhapsody or Black Panther win for best film?
Easy. Bohemian.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be Bohemian. I mean, I love Black Panther,
I love
but
Panther.
I don't think it's up for like best picture. You know, it has great visuals and everything, but ever since the Queen biopic came out, I'm like, holy crap! I'm sorry, MCU, but I'm gonna have to get off your bandwagon for a while.
Yep, that changed the game for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I guess we'll keep going. Awesome. All right. Cool. All right. Nick, throw it in there.
Okay. All right. If you had to choose which actress you would go on a date with, would you rather go on a date with shit, what was her name again? Emily, that girl who played Sharon Carter. Emily, what was her name again?
Oh, you would know, I think.
Hold on. I gotta look it up. It's been a long time.
Rothstein?
No. Crap.
Van Camp. Van Camp.
That's it. Would you rather go on a date with Emily Van Camp or Lucy Boynton?
From.
You know, who played as Mary Austin in Bohemian Rhapsody,
Oh.
aka Rami Malek's girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, I
They
didn't,
look
I,
so-
didn't, I, didn't, I didn't know they were actually legit boyfriend girlfriend in real life.
They actually are together right now.
Interesting.
And I'm not gonna lie, she looks pretty damn good.
And she's taller than Remy.
Yeah, which honestly is not that strange to me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Since Lucy's younger, I guess I'll go with her.
Okay.
She's more my age because I feel like I don't know. I feel weird being with a 33-year-old woman.
Okay. All right, take it away here.
Wait, you didn't answer it, Phil.
Oh, sorry. You know what? I'll take Lucy. I'll be Mr. Studio girl. I'll steal Rami Malek's girlfriend.
Nice.
Sorry, Rami.
Sorry, Rami. Sorry, Rami. I'm
Sorry, Freddie.
I'm gonna have to play the Mr. Stereo girl card. Sorry.
Damn. It's fine because Freddie's, bi, so.
Yeah. Also,
He
he'd
has
probably be laughing just for jokes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Go
sorry.
easy on Donald.
So sorry. So don't get too offended. Okay. All right.
All right. My question would be: would you rather watch Stars Born with your family or Bohemian Rhapsody with your family?
Easy, Bohemian Rhapsody. In fact, I've done it like 3 times already.
Even though your mom and Gerald fell asleep, you still watch it?
Well, this time my mom didn't fall asleep.
Oh, you guys watch it again?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Did she like it?
Yeah, she loved it. Especially that Live Aid sequence.
Nice. Did Gerald like it?
I think he did. Yeah.
I've
Was he snoring?
actually watched Stars Born with my family.
How they like it?
They actually liked it.
Were there
Yeah.
any tears shed?
Sadly, no. but they actually thought the movie was really good.
Okay. So half and half.
Half and half. So
Alright, we'll do one more round.
okay. Whew. Would you rather? Let me see here. Not that. Okay. Would you rather live in the Spider-Man into the? Would you rather be animated into the Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse movie, or would you rather be animated into Ralph Breaks the Internet?
That's tough.
Wait. Would you rather be animated in Ralph Breaks the Internet and...
Or would you rather be animated in the Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse movie?
Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Same.
Yeah.
So much funner. You guys watch it, right?
Yeah.
I watched it with you, Phil.
Parts of it. I actually think, that Ralph Breaks the Internet's animation actually looks closer to real life than Into the Spider-Verse.
Right. Well, not only that, but just their idea of, the internet is just so cool.
Yeah.
Actually being in it would be so much fun. Like visiting Snapchat, going back in time, going to MySpace.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool concept.
Mm-hmm.
Watching Bob Ross on YouTube.
Yep.
Or Ralph Ross.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna differentiate your answer there. I would actually not mind living in the Spider-Man universe.
Again, I didn't watch the movie yet, so I might have to change my mind. What's it? Have you watched it?
Not yet, but
Spider-Verse?
I'm actually thinking about renting it.
Yeah, apparently did it win the best animation of the year?
It won for best animation.
Yeah, so I'm sure it's a good movie.
So, and to hear Nicolas Cage voices Spider-Man Noir,
Oh,
that's interesting.
okay, guys. Ghost Rider.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that I think that was my last would you rather question. Nick, take it away. Take it home. Find around.
Okay. Movies. Frick. Okay. Oh shit, I can't think of any. Damn it. What the hell? Or okay, could I you know, I guess do a Netflix
Sure.
thing instead, because I can't think of anything that's Oscar right now, because since everything has already been said. Would you rather, I mean, if you had a choice of putting back a Marvel Netflix series, would you rather bring back Defenders, or would you rather bring back The Punisher?
Go ahead, Phil. Since you watch both.
Me too.
I don't know, not so much Defenders, but I feel like I could actually see. I mean, I would bring back Defenders, as a maybe, but I feel like that's too general. If honestly anything, I would rather bring back Daredevil.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
The one that started it all.
I'd bring back Daredevil and let that one keep on running.
I feel like you should just bring back Daredevil and then have all the Defenders, spice things up once in a while, in the storyline.
Yeah.
Like have cameos of, Jessica Jones or Luke Cage in between episodes. So that they'll be involved as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's my answer. Default. I'll just default say Defenders.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll do one more question. This is a dating celebrity question. Give me a quick Google search here.
I got a bonus one for you.
Go ahead.
On the red carpet, would you rather be escorted by Lady Gaga or Regina King? Oh, sorry, not Regina King. Emma Stone or Lady Gaga?
Emma Stone.
Yeah, Emma Stone.
Okay.
No offense to Gaga, but I like her as a person, but I'd rather be with someone closer to my age.
Well, for me, if I was escorted by Radio Gaga, I'm probably gonna be Lady Gaga.
Radio Gaga.
Yeah, I'm gonna be saying that the whole way, like while playing Radio Gaga, on an endless loop until we pass through the red carpet. All we hear. Wait, what?
No, Lady Gaga would just walk out like, okay, fuck this.
Yeah. All we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Goo Goo, Radio Gaga.
Shut up.
Okay. Alright, anyway, sorry. Eric, my bad. I need to steal the spotlight from your question.
Okay, hold on. Okay, would you rather at the Oscars have your date or have your date be? Oh shit! Oh, not that person. Okay. Would you rather have Chloe Bennett as your date or Jessica Henwick? Two very hot women our age and good actors
Chloe Bennett.
from Agents of Shield. From Shield, you know that.
Yeah.
Daisy or Jessica Henwick from Iron Fist. Colleen Wing.
Guarantee Chloe Bennett.
Really? Wow, that's an easy one.
Guarantee Chloe Bennett.
Reason being, main reason.
Dude, she's hot.
So is Jessica. I thought you picked Asian. Interesting.
That's true, but no, but just watching, just watching her in action, it's just like, damn, she's actually super hot.
Like her personality fits yours more.
Yeah.
She's more outgoing, I think. Okay. What about you, Nick? Who would you rather go on a date with, or have your date be? Chloe Bennett or Jessica Henwick?
Honestly, even though I don't really watch Agents of Shield, I'll just go with Chloe Bennett.
Wow, no love for Jessica.
Well, you know, from what I've seen, apparently she has a mix of European and Asian in there, which I think is a pretty hot mix.
Very.
Like mixing Asian exotic beauty with Western European. Wait, isn't Chloe Bennett like half Asian?
Oh, she is? I thought Jessica was half too. Half.
I don't know. I could be wrong. Because when I heard Chloe Bennett's name, I kind of thought of her ancestry being like half Chinese or something.
I guess she kind of does look Chinese, but no, Jessica is like straight up Asian.
Right. But you know, Chloe Bennett is actually a mix, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys pick. Well, I'm just gonna upload a quick picture. That's Jessica. So obviously you can see the Asian in her, right? And she's like half.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know she can kick ass, like legit. So.
Right.
But yeah.
It's not your type.
It's not that. No, it's not my type. It's like kind of like choosing one or the other. It's like, yeah. See. So it's like, damn. Okay.
Okay, I kind of biased that picture because that's a very hot picture of Chloe Bennett.
So that's a.
And that's just a normal picture of Jessica. She did have some hot appearances though in Iron Fist.
She does.
Henwick.
But you know what? I'll tell you this. She will make a great Mulan. Whenever that happens, I think she should. She'd make a great Mulan. So.
Okay.
But yeah, okay. Well, I guess that wraps it up then. Cool. Alrighty. Thank you guys very much. This has been the Panoramic Podcast here on Panoramic Gaming. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. And hopefully we are back to normal schedule next week. Yep. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Gents, I'll see you guys on PUBG. Shoot.
Okay.
Yep.
See you guys next week.
Just give me a few minutes. I gotta go and shower.
All right.